Hi everybody and welcome to another bookish video. So today is a Sunday as I'm recording this. The weather outside is pretty cloudy, which is nice. I personally really love cloudy weather. It's drizzling outside, and so it's not really warm in my room here. It's already the afternoon actually. Usually by the time it's afternoon it will be really warm, and you can get sweaty if you don't switch on the fan or the air conditioner. So it's really nice. I kind of like it. Fortunately, I have dried my clothes outside yesterday, so all of my clothes, all of my laundry is done for the week. So that's awesome. As for my reading this week, I must say that this week is a little bit. The week has been a little bit crazy. No books finished, actually. No books finished. So that's how you could describe my week. No books read. I am still reading a few books, most of them books for buddy reads and group reads. So just quickly, we're just gonna go through which are the books I'm currently reading right now. Susanna Clarke's Jonathan Strange and Mr. Norrell. This is a buddy read with Kim from K. Becker's books. The Inheritance of Loss by Kiran Desai. This is a buddy read with Sue from Sutan. Also, the William Faulkner read-along, Faulkner in August 2020. This is a read-along for The Sound and the Fury, hosted by Brian from Bookish, Alan from Big Heart Books and Classics, and Una of the Codex Cantina. And also a group read organized by Jyotsna. This one is for Rohinton Mysteries, A Fine Balance. Aside from that, a book that does not exactly belong to any group read or buddy reads, a non-committal reading. This one is Drive Your Plow Over the Bones of the Dead by Olga Tokarczuk. I just started this week. I actually planned to start it last week, but then I just didn't exactly have the time for that. And so I just started this week. I'm still in the first chapter. It's really nice. It's really lovely. And one thing that I kind of discovered that kind of made it interesting is that for this book I'm kind of planning to just use blue and pink tabs so that it would look kind of thematic. So I'm curious to see how it would look like after I reach the end of the books, when the tabs are like all over the place. That would be kind of fun. But anyway, those are generally the things that are going on in terms of my reading lately. Like I said, there was no book finished this week, and I think at the beginning of the week, especially the weekdays, it has been kind of tiring. Whenever I got home, usually I just did like really minimal reading, because most of the time I just spend my time in doing the chores instead. So that part took a big chunk of my time, and aside from that, there are days where I actually got home slightly late. So so there's that. So most of my readings were actually conducted in the weekends or near the weekends, around Thursdays and Fridays. So that's why I'm really excited that it's already Sunday. I'm literally having fun right now. As for the books that I bought or acquired recently, not a lot, because I'm also at the same time kind of start to not exactly to impose self-impose a book ban, but I wanted to just kind of try to purchase my books with some planning. I have been purchasing quite a few books for the past 2 months, and so I think I'm gonna try to slow down. Of course, it's really difficult to restrain yourself whenever you see a particular book that is kind of rare, suddenly appears somewhere in the catalog of a used book handler or a used bookstore. So that's a bit of a that's the time when tough decisions have to be made, and decisions. But anyway, one book arrived this week. It arrived, I think it was it arrived on Monday, if I'm not mistaken. This book, I actually found it on one account in Instagram. Someone was selling books, used books over Instagram, and so one day I just DM'd him, and I just asked if this book was available. I saw a lot of books, interesting books in his account at the time, but a lot of them were labeled with those dreadful words such as sold or reserved. So I was really disappointed by that. But I found this book. I think it's really interesting. This one is The House of Ulloa by Emilia Pardo Bazán. This book was originally written in Spanish, and I think it was published in the 19th century. I think it's 1886, if I'm not mistaken. So that would be interesting. I seldom, if not never, read any books written in Spanish published during that time period. So I think it would be kind of interesting. Set in a crumbling Spanish mansion, this gloriously comic and gothic novel follows the fortunes of an innocent young priest as he enters a world of moral decadence, sexual intrigue, and corruption. So I feel like I want to read this fast because I feel very interested in this book. Another reason why I kind of decided to buy this book is because I kind of consider myself as a collector, if you define it loosely. I'm not exactly like collecting, but I do like to see beautiful stuff in my book collection. And I really like the design of this Penguin Pocket Classics cover. This one is like, it has this really sunny yellow cover. It's really beautiful. And the reason why this book is orange yellow in the cover is because it's originally written in Spanish. And not that I think they purposely relate Spanish language to yellow orange. It's just that the collection, the Penguin Pocket Classics collection, they are color coded based on the original language the book was written in. So this one's originally written in Spanish, so it's orange. I also have 4 other books in my possession under this collection. One that I actually have right now, and this one is one by Jaroslav Hašek. I think it's originally written in Czech. This is The Good Soldier's Fate. I bought it earlier this year, and this one has this really nice green-blue color. I also have 3 that are in my house in East Malaysia, my family's house in East Malaysia. I read 2 of them, which were really, really great. I had one that I've not read was Nikolai Gogol's Dead Souls. That one was, of course, originally in Russian, and it has this red cover. I have Honoré de Balzac's Eugénie Condé, and that one was originally in French, and that had a dark blue cover. Also, one which was from an author that I've not heard before. It was Isaac Bashevis Singer. This was The Magician of Lublin. It's pink. So now I have 5 of these books in this collection. I know it's not a collection of like really rare antique books and of stuff like that, but I really like seeing colors on my shelf, so it's really great to have all of these, and I can't wait to get them all arranged together side by side, because and I can't do that because I can't travel home because of the pandemic, so screw the pandemic. So those are the things related to the books this week. Recently, I've been tagged by a Malaysian booktuber in a tag started, among the Malaysian booktubing community, and I thought that I just want to do this tag in this video, just kind of breeze through it, because I think this tag is really simple. It's just a collection. Altogether there are 8 questions, so it's just a collection of 4 sets of questions. Each set has kind of like a pair of questions there, and each pair would consist of, you know, what do you think is the best thing about XXX, and what do you think is the most boring thing about XXX. And I was tagged by L from booksbyiWASISZ, so I'm just gonna link his channel down below. He has videos in English, I think, and in Malay, but I think for most of the videos that he's doing in Malay, he also has subtitles done to it. So if you want to check that out, I'll have the link down below. So the first 2 questions are about what are the best things about Booktube. So I think the best things about the Booktube is the community and how people are very welcoming. When I just first started, you know, and I started like with really crappy videos, I'm pretty sure that my videos aren't exactly top notch right now even. I have received like really warm responses from so many people from different parts of the world, and have been receiving a lot of nice inputs and responses and ideas from everyone, and that's really great. So I really enjoyed it. On the other side of the coin, what is the most boring thing about Booktube? And that one I'm not too sure, because so far whenever I go to any videos, I would actually click with, you know, because I already have some interest in said video, you know, when I see the thumbnails, that's why I click on those videos. So I can't say that I can point out something really boring about Booktube, because I've not really encountered something that I would say like just incredibly boring. And so the next set of questions would be what would be the best video content? And the best video content would be, for me, I don't know, single book reviews or even weekly reads, because I usually don't discriminate based on the types of content. I usually enjoy videos based on the presentation. So I like presentation regardless whether, you know, the content is about books I have read or books I've not heard of. It really doesn't matter. Usually I just enjoy a video because I enjoy the way that the person talks in the video, and yeah, that's kind of a thing about me. So that's why sometimes I would actually watch videos from other booktubers who just pretty much talk about books that I would normally not read about. Yeah, so that's what I would do. And I would even actually watch videos from other content creators talking about things that I am barely interested in, but you know, I just enjoy to see the way they talk. So what is the most boring type of content? Boring type of content, a content where nothing happens when the person is not speaking or doing anything, whatever. Okay, so this is about the characteristics of booktubers themselves. The best characteristics of booktubers, of course, you know, of course, it's really nice to see booktubers who are lively and very energetic in their presentation. But I have also kind of started to appreciate a different kind of presentation, which is more subdued, more quiet. Someone you wouldn't consider as energetic, because I realized that, you know, even in real life, when you talk with your, say for example, your friends or people that you know, not all of them are going to talk like they're really energetic. Some of them will talk in a really subdued, quiet voice, and maybe slightly monotonous, but you know that you have different kinds of interactions going on, you know, involved with other kinds of people. So different people have different communication styles. So, and going with traits of a booktubers that are boring, one would be inclined to say that, you know, someone who talks in a monotonous way, but like I said, I've been having more of this kind of like appreciation towards these kinds of presentation also. And you know what, I guess what I like to see, you know, in videos, you know, talking head videos, booktube videos, is that I like seeing the presenter smiling. That would be great. The presenter smiling. The jokes and all of those things aren't really necessary. Not a lot of people know how to make jokes, so it's fine. But I would love to see the presenter smiling and just enjoy themselves. And I think the joy is going to be really infectious. And so the last set of questions would be about my own content. What's the best content that I think I've made? I think I would point out some of my book talk videos, which I personally thought was actually made during the time I was feeling a little bit more full of energy, because I know that I experienced like ups and downs when it comes to energy level. So some of the book talk videos happen to coincide with the time I had some higher energy, higher level of focus. So those would probably include the shipping news by Annie Prue, and also Convenience Store Woman by Sayaka Murata. Yeah, just a few of those videos that I've made before, which I kind of like seeing, that I don't really feel like cringing looking at. And so the next one would be my the video that I thought it was most boring, and it will probably be the first video ever, which was labeled as introduction, and that was my first video. And in a way, somehow it was really impromptu, and I was really having this moment where I was just trying to decide if I really wanted to make this thing, of starting a booktube channel. So that day I just decided, oh yeah, you know what, I'm just gonna do a video and upload it on YouTube and consider this as my first video, and it's gonna be my personal milestone. And so I made that video, that first ever video. You probably are not advised to look at that, because you're gonna scroll so much. So I don't want you to scroll so much. It's gonna hurt your fingers. So better not check it out. but it's awful. It's awful. It's a short one. It's really boring. It's kind of awful. So yeah, that's it. I would advise you to look for to look at the future, to look forward, not to look backward. That's it for the Bookish video this time. Not a lot of progress in terms of reading, but I'm hoping, I'm actually foreseeing that there will be more stuff happening next week, because next week will be the conclusion of at least three. I think at least three readings with other individuals. One buddy read is going to end next week, and two group read-alongs are going to end next week also. So I would at least I would at least can say, oh my gosh, I finished 3 books this week. So yeah, look forward to that video. So that's it for today's video, and I'll see you again in the next video. So until then, take care and bye bye.